cow. When these two get together, you know the spirits are going to be flowing, the intensity will be high, and these two will be ready to write another chapter in their storied rivalry. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
Yeah, and you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Flying out to the left. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
They'll try the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Guys, let's chat about Florida. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Quick step and go. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got it behind the line. It's Daniels. Oh, what a cut! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching plan.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
The Gators are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll take it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Glagway. Using the quick game. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the big fella. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Smart move to get down with the slide. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. They'll move the tight end from the gun. He leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
It's third down, and the line to gain is the 36. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Throwing right. He makes the catch. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You're trying to go to the slant. It's a bang-bang play. Ball comes out quickly. Zone coverage. Nice job by the defense, keeping their eye on the QB and knocking that one down.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabbed in the middle. It's Montgomery. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Cincinnati is down, but not out of it. Not in Nippert Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to SMU. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
To the air, it's Reed. It's complete to the right. Hard-hitting tackle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Right midfield, he's got room. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man, they've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after their catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Sure hands, it's Smith. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Frazier. Oh, he got loose. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you're playing in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a third and long in their 07 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. On the move. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they're trying to go with the QB design run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front. Guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lagway. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires and picked off. The tap. Touchdown, Dogs! This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. Effective offense has led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt, putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this, offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Pulls it in. It's Abrams. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Like that, or why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He's going to let it go. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He fires to the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Sticks it in his belly. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Got a little space. Picks up the first down. Oh, he found a space on the right. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing, with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
They want to run this quarterback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every fourth down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
To the air, it's Reed. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the stick.
Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued.